is this our trash hip hop news segment?
It's
probably
Kid Rock.
Probably
so yeah, trash is
Kid Rock.
trash, and that sums it up.
Yeah. Makes no sense. Yeah. So Kid Rock recently uploaded a video. Actually, it was yesterday on Monday. That seemingly, I think it was Monday. Actually, I don't know when it was, but it was
very recent.
It was after Eminem introduced Barack Obama for the Kamala Harris thing in Detroit, the little thing. So, anyways, Kid Rock came out and played some guitar. Did some things, slapping the strings a little bit, and then had this thing to say. And then Eminem actually followed up, which we'll talk about after.
I love Eminem. We've been friends for many years. I don't agree with his politics, but I do give credit to him and people like Taylor Swift for standing up and not being afraid to be vocal for that in which they believe. Thinking different and having the freedom to do so is what makes this country great. My stance, unequivocally MAGA, because I know in my heart, mind, body, and soul that President Trump will make America great again. God bless the USA.
So hip hop of him.
Yeah, and then Eminem replied to that, said, "Here's one thing Kid Rock and I do agree on. Go Lions. Appreciate you, Bob." So I don't know how I necessarily feel about this. I don't know if it's really my place to feel anything about it, but maybe it's just because I'm so disappointed in Trump supporters and MAGAs across the line. Like I don't know how I feel about him being all buddy, and not even buddy, but just like cordial. It's almost like I want him to go at his throat. Like I want battle rapper Eminem to reply.
Oh, instead of the
appreciate you, Bob. Like I don't know how I feel about that. So
I was
hey man, Bob.
I'm not gonna lie, Lone. I was when I read his response because the headline talked about Eminem responds to. So I'm thinking like you. I'm thinking, okay, he did something clever, something funny, and just chopped him up and then kept it moving. But when I saw that about the Lions, it was like missed opportunity there, buddy.
I think he probably did it too, based on Kid Rock's response to that wasn't really disrespectful.
True, that's fair.
Yeah. And M is trying to kill Slim Shady, so to speak.
Yeah,
because Slim Shady wouldn't be up introducing Barack Obama at any rally.
That's a good point.
At any point in time, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think it kind of shows growth on Eminem's part. But I mean, we all can agree that we don't really with Kid Rock.
Yeah,
I mean,
safe to say that
it is what it is, and he was a very privileged individual growing up, and
so this is on code for him, really.
Yeah, so I mean, look, I don't really have a whole lot to say towards because it's almost just one of them things. Like,
look, he has all the right to stand up for MAGA, but like considering what he tried to cosplay himself as a man of the people, and all about Detroit, he also campaigned for Mitt Romney. So he's being consistent, but he campaigned with somebody who said he would have let General Motors die. So I don't know how that plays in the streets of Detroit.
Well, he didn't grow up in those streets either.
Well, this is true. This is true. He actually, as the way he grew up, has more in common with who he's siding with somebody who basically strips companies of their assets and destroys them.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, once again, this is, I guess, trash hip hop news. Because Kid Rock, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's like I know people who I consider they are dyed-in-the-wool Republicans. I get it, but when you say you're MAGA, that means something else.
It's a little different,
especially after what I saw at that rally in New York at Madison Square Garden. Yeah, okay, so now it's like, okay, you really are fighting to be on the wrong side of history. Now, once again, I know people. It doesn't matter who they put. As long as it got an R by their name, they're going to vote for him. But like I said, there's a difference between Republicans and MAGA to me. So I see people who, there's a difference between sometimes when you see the signs in the yards.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the MAGA signs and the signs that just say Trump and whatever the guy he's running with. I can't even really remember his name.
Vance. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, this is just such a complicated thing. I'll be glad when it's over.
Got one more week, man.
Next week. But it's like, man, come on. Like, at this point, the fact that it's even close says so much about our country.
I'm actually surprised, though, because, like, I'm riding around the city every single day. And in neighborhoods that I wouldn't expect to see a lot of Kamala signs, I see more Kamala than I do Trump here. And that's a little different. I wouldn't say it's alarming, but it's definitely surprising coming from Indiana. Well, Indianapolis, I guess.
I hope it wouldn't be alarming.
Because Indianapolis is generally going to vote
Blue.
Democratic. You know what I'm saying? But that's just Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man. I mean, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I tend to think that to me the difference between the MAGAs and the conservatives is the conservatives know a little bit more of typically a little bit more learned, and so like like the 𝗗𝗘𝗘𝗧𝗦, right? So he's in Indiana, he's up in Indiana here, and he's also somebody that believes that interracial marriage should be a states' right issue. You know what I mean? And it's like conservatives generally think most things should be states' rights issues, and so
Except marijuana.
Yeah, but I kind of have a problem with you thinking that you think that states should be able to dictate if I should be able to be married to my wife or not.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? It's like or if in anything along the lines, like even the abortion issue, like you think that like some states should just be able to say, nah, you have to. I don't know. It's just wild to me. I don't know.
The thing is with that, they're playing both sides. It's almost like as your president, I can believe this, but I'm going to leave it up to your state to decide if you do that or not. It's like they all kind of believe the same thing. I mean, and I know Democrats too that kind of believe in no abortions, things of that nature.
For sure.
Even religious groups,
Christians,
right? That believe in that. But I mean, if we want to be technical and honest about religion when it comes to politics, it's not very Christian of you to christen any one of these candidates as a second coming. Right. And I don't mean second coming as far as Jesus is concerned, but there are some that do that. If you actually read your Bible and understood it and things of that nature, it literally said to keep them separate. Pay what's Caesar's to Caesar and what's God's to God. And they're pretty much not supposed to be intertwined. Yeah. If you're going by Bible principles. But people pick and choose what they want to believe in and make what's right and what's wrong, whatever their blinders decide to do. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, there's religions that don't vote at all based off of that because they don't want to intertwine with politics because that's what it says. So when I see these super Christians stand up, Trump is the one that's supposed to bring us home. You shouldn't even feel that way. Yeah. Because if you rely on God or Jesus, whoever you praying to,
it's a false idol or something, right?
Yeah.
100%.
Essentially, that's 100%. Exactly what it is. I mean, whole cities were burned down for this type of act.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just mad weird to me, but do you think?
Well, when people call themselves evangelical Christians at this point, but those same evangelical Christians who vote majority MAGA or Republican or whatever at the intertwined so deeply right now, you can't really tell them apart. They've said that, morals and values in a candidate don't mean anything to them right now. So it's like, different. How can you even call yourself, if that's how you feel, you shouldn't even call yourself, conservative Christian or I just call them special interest whites. At this point,
special interest whites.
I find it interesting too, like it's like how they don't want it's like you can't take what they want you to not take what Trump says literally, but they want you to believe that he's going to do something that he doesn't say. Like they'd be like, well, he just means this over here. Yeah, but he said this. Yeah. Some of it's kind of wild.
How can I not take someone at face value? Word. Yeah, this is what you're saying.
Yeah,
this is what, like, I have to go off what you say.
But anyways, So Eminem, shouts to Detroit.
Go Lions, I guess.
Yeah, go Lions. Go Lions. Hopefully
go sports.
Article said rapper slash, what does it say? Rapper slash rocker.
Rapper slash rocker.
Yeah, don't put rapper on him.
Yeah, he's definitely a rapper.
He's a rap rocker.
Rap rocker.